Hey all, it's me again, the Rock Doctor, coming at you live with another installment of Must Know Rock Guitar Moves. This is volume number 60. Oh God! All right, so real quick, what we're going to do today is I am going to put together in the key of A. I'm going to put together a triplet lick that lasts for 2 measures, and some eighth note licks that last for 2 measures. And I'm using my backing track in A, number 1, and I've looped the first section. Let me pull my dry erase board over here where you can see what's going on. All right, so we're in the key of A, and I'm using the home scale, the A pentatonic in the 5th position. This guy, you can see it, right? And what I've done is I've just looped the first section of my backing track in A number 1, and what we have here is a pattern of chords. It just goes from A minor 4 measure to F in a loop. All right, and what's important about this is things that you should learn, especially intermediate guitar players who initially can't put together a string of several licks together without screwing up. I know, because I was one of those people. So if you're at that point, this video is for you. So you need to memorize your licks for sure. You need to understand them. And then you need to understand how to link them into the chord progression, because the licks last for 2 measures, and so does this little chordal idea. So you have to be able to know where the 1 is, feel the groove, and with triplets we're playing 3 notes on a beat. With eighth notes we're playing 2 notes on a beat. And the other important thing is all these licks have to end on a chord tone of F. And to keep this simple, every one of these licks I'm going to end on an A note. Well, why did I choose A, right? Well, look. Here are the chord tones for F. Look, if you play a cowboy F chord up there in the 1st position, you'll see that the notes are F, A, and C. So you should know your notes for sure. And so, without further ado, let me just go ahead and fire the track up. And I'm going to alternate the triplet lick with one of my essential licks in a sequence. One more time through. Last one. All right. Now, as far as the licks, I'll have scrolling tab here at the beginning where you can check all that out and follow along. But now let me just talk about the licks. Again, I said that all of these licks last for 2 measures. That's a real common denominator in music, whether you're playing classical music or jazz or blues or rock or what have you. Lots of our licks last for 2 measures, and that's primarily what I teach here. And I try to keep things simple, so you've got this 2 measure long lick. And the key to making it work, besides locking into the groove, is ending it at the end. You have to hit a chord tone at the end, and it's magic. You're golden. And again, all these licks ended on A. Now, let me play this triplet lick. And here we go. I'm using what I call the 2 frets back move. So in my world, the 2 frets back move is this. You find the home scale. In the key of A, we're in the 5th position, right? Where the A note is. Find that A note. You move back 2 frets, and here's the 2 frets back move in eighth notes, ascending. Now let me count that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. But I've turned it into triplets, so I've got this: 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4. Sometimes I do it like that. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. Either way. So learn it. And again, it's 2 measures long, and it resolves on a chord tone of F. Okay, and then what I did was I alternated that lick with one of my essential licks. Essential lick number 1 is the whole step bend on the B string. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or something like it, maybe. But it's still 2 measures long. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get my drift. You've got to really internalize that 2-measure phrase, so you're thinking along those lines. So these licks are, they're like sentences. They're sentences. That's what they are. And they last a certain length of time, and that way there allows you to lock into the groove. Okay, so again, I was alternating the triplet lick with the essential lick. So let me do that again. Here's the triplet lick again. Then I play essential lick number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right, 7, 8. Then I did it again, triplet lick. Then I played essential lick 2, which is this. The count on that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. And the only other one I used was the essential lick 4. Let me play the triplet lick again. And here's essential lick 4. Now let me count all that again. So you've got to have that internalized where you're not thinking about it, but here's what's going on. Listen. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you get all that internalized where you're not thinking about it, you'll always play on the beat, play in the groove, locked into the groove, and end on a chord tone. But boy, that's hard as shit to do when you first start because you're thinking about your fingers, And and again, I have tons of intermediate students that are just getting a handle on this, and they crash and burn just like I did. They might get the first lick down right at the right time and then wait too long and come in on the wrong beat for the next one, or forget how to end the lick. So you really got to put some time in, and you don't need to learn a lot of licks. You just need a handful of them, but you have to totally understand how they relate to the beat, how they relate to the chords. You have to know what the chords are underneath you. You do. If you don't, you're going to screw up and sound like a dumbass, and nobody wants to sound like that, even though it happens even to me sometimes. All right, so before I go, let me turn it on again. This time there won't be any scrolling tab. Let me just do the same thing again. Here we go. So I'll do that triplet lick. So triplets, 3 notes on a beat. 8th note licks are 2 notes on a beat. Okay, here we go. Let me back this thing up. Triplets again. Six, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See what I'm saying? 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. One more. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. So you've really got to have that internalizer. You're not having to think about it. You can just feel it. And you've got these licks pre-programmed in your head. They're sentences. They really are. So you're talking about the chords as they go by. It's a lot of work. But if you love it, you're going to get there. Just spend some time on it every day. And, play along with the track. Spend some time without a track and learn the licks. Be aware of the beats that you're playing to. And then fire up a track and try to string these things together. Yeah. I guess that's good enough for now. So it's me, the Rock Doctor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, pick up the guitar, and play the shit out of it. You got to put some time in, and you'll get there. All right, I'm out of here. Bye.